bells to ring. Now is the time for children to sing. Now is the time for white Christmas and things, because it's Christmas time. Now is the time to hang mistletoe. Now is the time to run through the snow. Now is the time to see old Rudolph's nose, because it's Christmas time. Christmas stories we will tell. Now is the time, hang your stockings on a nail. Now is the time, let us sing jingle bells, because it's Christmas time.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second annual Stras Christmas Follies.
Once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly evergreen at your own front door.
A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Dolly and Ken. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
It's beginning to look like Christmas. Everywhere you go, there's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. Starting down and down and like a show.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Soon the bells will stop, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. Right within your heart.
All that ruckus, what can I say? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second annual Stras Christmas Follies. My name is Carol Dziegkowicz. I'm president of the Hammond, Indiana chapter of the United Polka Association. Hey, the ceiling didn't fall down, and I didn't get bleeped out. Anyway, I am your mistress of ceremonies for this evening. Those of you who are joining us for the first time, just sit back and relax, because for the next 90 minutes, this ride could be a little bumpy. This year's production has something for everyone. We're going to sing, laugh, and be entertained by some of your favorites. Besides, with all the events that are going on in the world today, we all need a little break. So sit back and relax and join the second annual Stras Christmas Follies. But before we do that, how about we give a nice round of applause to Mary and Stanley Delansky and their family for the great holiday meal. Well now, put your hands together and welcome the host of this evening's production, the 1999 IPA Polka Music Hall of Famer, Stras.
welcome to our second annual Christmas Follies here. You're in for a great time, like Carol said to you. And, you know, each year I notice that the Christmas decorations in the stores start coming out early and earlier. This year, they were mixing Santa Claus with pumpkins. But, you know, if you think about it, maybe this year we need that Christmas a little sooner because of the events of that we've been experiencing in the world. And you know, Christmas means a lot of things to a lot of people. But I think if you listen to the words of this song, you'll agree with me what Christmas means. The Christmas tree is decorated, all the shopping's done. Stockings line the fireplace, one by one. All the presents look so pretty, tied with brightly colored bows. All these things help make the season, still everybody knows. Christmas needs love to be Christmas. Christmas needs hearts full of joy. Carolers singing, silver bells ringing, and laughter for each girl and boy. Christmas needs love to be Christmas. It's something we all need more of. Year in, year out, I'm left with no doubt. The greatest of all gifts is love. Carolers singing, silver bells are ringing, and laughter for each girl and boy. Christmas needs love to be Christmas. It's something we all need more of. Year in, year out, I'm left with no doubt. The greatest of all gifts is love. Yes, indeed. Christmas needs love to be Christmas, and everybody likes to be around people at Christmas. And you know, you think about all the things that Christmas means to different people. Santa Claus and the birth of the Christ child, and presents and toys and the decorations on State Street. And you know, we have some friends that work for a company that we have to do something with called ChicagoSantas.com. And we have some Santa Clauses placed in the downtown area in Chicago. And we've been getting some funny stories about the kids that have been coming to visit Santa Claus. Little Johnny, by all accounts, was probably one of the worst kids in the whole entire neighborhood. He stole from the neighborhood. He beat up his little sister. He punched the kids down the street. He was just the rottenest kid around. And he told his mother, "Mom, I want a bicycle for Christmas." And his mother said, "You are the most rottenest kid around. You'll be lucky if you get a lump of coal." So the kid thought a minute and he said, "You know, I gotta beat this rap. I gotta do something." So he went into the bedroom and he started to write a letter to God. He said, "God, if I don't get that bike for Christmas, if I get that bike for Christmas, I'll be the best kid in the whole wide world." And he thought, well, you know, God's gonna know that he's lying. So he took that paper, he ripped it up, threw it under the bed. He started out to write another letter. He says, "God, if you bring me that bike for Christmas, I'll help my mother wash the dishes every night." Well, he still knew that God was going to be lying. So he kept on writing notes, writing notes, writing notes. Finally, he got to his last piece of paper. All of a sudden, it hit him. He ran out of his house, ran down the street to the local church, got a statue of the Madonna, ran back home, hid it underneath his bed. He said, "God, if you want to see your mother again, you better bring that bicycle for Christmas." And then there was another kid. He got up on Santa Claus's lap, and Santa said, "What would you like for Christmas?" "I want a damn swing set." Santa said, "Now that's not very nice. That's not how you're going to get anything. Get get up on my lap and ask me again, what would you like? I want a damn sandbox. He said, Sonny, that's not very nice. You have to ask for it in a nice way. I'm going to give you one more opportunity. I want a damn trampoline. So he got off of his lap. He called his mother and father over. He says, you know, your son is using vulgarity. They said, well, you know, we're so embarrassed. We don't know what to do. Do you have any suggestions? How can we break him of it? I'll tell you what. On Christmas morning, where he wants the swing set, where he wants the sandbox, where he wants the trampoline, get a pile of dog doo and put it right there. This will break him of using that vulgarity. So Christmas morning comes. Johnny gets up, runs out of the house, runs outside to the backyard where the swing set's supposed to be. Dog doo. Goes to the side of the house where the sandbox is supposed to be. Another pile of dog doo. Goes to the front of the house where the trampoline's supposed to be. Or gówno. Mommy and Daddy say, Johnny, what did Santa get you? Got me a damn dog, but I can't find him. And you know, it's also extra nice to be home at Christmas time because, you know, we do a lot of traveling with Great Escapes. As a matter of fact, we were just in Branson, Missouri not too long ago for all their Christmas shows down there, and they had a beautiful nativity scene at one of the local, at the City Hall in Branson. But the wise men had 3 firemen's hats on them. I couldn't figure it out. I thought, well, maybe because of 9/11, they're paying tribute to the firemen, they put the firemen's hats on the wise men. So before we left, we stopped to gas up the bus to come back to Chicago, and I walked into the Quick Mart, and I said, you know, I just love that nativity scene you had down there at City Hall, but I don't understand. I don't ever recall having the wise men have firemen's hats on. She says, you damn Yankees don't know nothing, do you? Don't you ever read the Bible? I said, sure, I read the Bible, but I don't ever remember seeing anything about a wise man with fire hats on. She pulled the Bible out from underneath the counter. She says, here, right here, read it. What does it say? 3 wise men came from afar. That's it, I quit after that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen them on television before. You've laughed at their antics for years, but they're here today to perform for you. Please welcome, direct from Miami Beach, the Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. I want to thank you for being a friend.
picture of some special guy that I had a special moment with.
Oh, this is so thoughtful. Wow.
September.
Yeah?
It's a wonder that you could walk in October.
Just think, girls. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve and we'll be home with our families. Oh, there's nothing like Christmas in Chicago.
Unless it's Christmas in Connecticut.
Come Christmas time, we all manage to go back home. I guess that's what Christmas is all about.
I guess we all are.
Hey, maybe we ought to get some rest. You know, we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
Coming to bed, Ma?
No, I think I'll stay a little while longer just to look at that Christmas tree.
It sure is beautiful. I think I'll stay and keep you company.
I think that's a good idea. This has been such a pleasant evening. I hate to see it come to an end.
Oh, me too.
The first Noel.
Did I ever tell you about the time we almost put on a production of the Christmas Carol with an all-chicken cast?
God, look at the time.
Oh, God, it's this late.
Time to call it a night.
For being a friend, I want to thank you for being a friend.
Let's have another nice round of applause for the Golden Girls. Now, for more than 100 years, vaudeville was America's most popular form of entertainment. People that sit glued to their TV sets today would have been flocking to their local palace to see the top stars of the day doing their acts. The acrobats, the animal acts, and the old-time comedians who've taken their final vows and too, and have disappeared into the wings of obscurity. Anyway, for 50 years, from 1875 to 1925, vaudeville was the popular entertainment of the masses. The vaudeville actor roamed the country with a smile and a suitcase, with a brash manner, flashy clothes, capes and canes, and accompanied by gaudy womenfolk. The vaudevillian brought happiness and excitement to the communities that he visited throughout. Anyway, returning tonight for a command performance are those two vaudevillian vigilantes, the two reasons why vaudeville doesn't exist much anymore. So let's give a warm welcome to Buttons and Bows.
Yeah, here he comes. He's on a slow train. Hey, hiya, Buttons.
Hey, Bose, how are you?
What's new, pal?
New York, New Jersey.
No, that was last year's show.
Last year?
We're not going to go through that again.
Why are we rehearsing it this year? And furthermore, I thought
Because
you
it was
said,
no good last year, that's why.
and you said we'd never do this act again.
Well, the people wanted it.
They'll have to force themselves to laugh.
That's right. So tell me, what have you been up to?
Well,
About
I said
4-8?
something different this year.
Yeah?
I decided I want to be a star.
You want to be a
I
star?
want to be a star this year. Star.
You want to see your name up in lights?
Big lights. I want it lights and
On the marquee!
on the marquee. And
Yeah?
furthermore, I want to be the top banana.
You want to be the top
Tell me how
banana?
to
Do
be
you
the
know what
top
it takes to
banana.
be the top banana?
I don't have the slightest idea.
You got to have appeal.
Appeal? What kind of appeal is that?
If you want to be the top banana, you got to start at the bottom of the bunch. You got to do the joke about the farmer's daughter and take it in the kisser with the soda water. If you want to be a burlesque comic, it's basic training for you to take a punch. You got to roll your eyes and make a funny face and say, this must be the place. If you want to be the top banana, you got to start from the bottom up.
If you want to be the top banana, you gotta start at the bottom of the bunch.
A dancer needs a safety pin to keep her tights up. A top banana's gotta wear a nose that lights up.
You may want to imitate Joe Coward. You'll get more laughs by saying, what the hey?
ripe tomatoes. You always murmur all this meat and no potatoes.
Even though your mother is a straight man, she must learn her part.
She raised you from an infant and she's kind of sweet, but does she know her way to get the fugal strength?
If you want to be a top banana, you gotta start at the bottom of the bunch.
Oh yeah, you gotta start at the bottom of the bunch, right?
That's right. Say, I was at the doctor, and you know what?
You were at the doctor? What did the doctor
I was
say?
at the doctor because I have water on the knee.
Water on the knee? What did he say?
He said I should wear pumps.
Hey, where you going?
I'm a lawyer, and I'm going to take this case to court.
Hey, it was so hot this summer.
Yeah, it really was. Wow.
It was so hot, all they were doing was buying fan magazines. That's how hot it was.
That's all right.
Yeah, the trucks aren't too hot, but it was hot outside.
It was very hot.
Where the hell's that lawyer at? Here he comes.
Hey, where you going now?
I'm going to take this case to a higher court.
I hope so. What are you making all that noise for?
I'm scaring away all the elephants.
There's no elephants around here.
See, it's working already.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my dog?
No, but wait, here comes that lawyer again. What happened in court?
I lost my suit.
All right, I'm going to tell you about my dog now.
I want you to tell me about your dog. What about your dog?
My dog has no nose.
Your dog has no nose. How does he smell?
Terrible.
Hey, what is it? What is it, the freeway? Where are you going?
Going fishing.
You got worms?
Yeah, still going fishing.
What's the matter with you? What are you crying about? What's terrible? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see it. What's so terrible about it?
Yeah, what's up there? What do you see?
What do I see? I see myself.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Boy, oh boy, I don't know. I thought last year's bit was better, don't you? Don't break that beer. We got enough bad luck here tonight. We don't need
7 more years with you? No, wait.
We don't need it, I'll tell you, pal. Hey, what happened to that lawyer? Here he, look at what. Uh-oh. Hey, what happened?
I was doing great. I was living a life of Riley.
What happened?
Riley came home.
Oh, here comes the other guy. Hey, come here, pal. Hey, this is the guy we're looking for. How would you like to go on a little trip?
All we need is our props.
How would you like to go to Niagara Falls? Have you ever been to the falls?
Well, not really.
Well, here, we're going to send you right now. Here, turn them around
Never
there.
been to the falls. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. I'll tell you what, just turn around here and look at our audience.
Face the
We're
audience.
gonna put this right here.
Yeah, any room in there?
That's your fare.
There's your fare, huh? Ah, look up, look up. You see the falls? Just keep looking up. You're gonna, not only are you gonna see the falls, you're gonna feel the falls. Look up.
I feel like Niagara Falls.
Hey. Hey, shh. Here comes Fornick. He don't know anything about it. He doesn't know anything.
You can do this to Fornick. He doesn't know about
He doesn't know.
it. Go ahead. We'll coach you.
Were you ever at the falls? No, I've never been at the falls.
Oh, he's never been. Come on over here. We'll send him right away. Turn him around this way.
All you have to do.
Look up. You gotta look up.
Look up, look up. I gotta get some teenagers in this one too. Give them the funnel, will you? Get on there, close this place down in a half hour. Let's get going. All right.
Wait.
Turn it around.
The wrong way.
Did you see the falls?
I've been to the falls.
He's been to the falls. Get out of here, will you?
Hey, Bo, there's an invisible man in your dressing room.
There's an invisible man in my dressing room. Tell him I can't see him. Hey, Leon. Hey, Buttons.
This is the name. But
I got a few other names I'm gonna call you before the night's over too. to do the show tonight, a woman stopped me and she said, "Do you wear boxers or briefs?"
And what did you tell her?
Depends. So, Leon, you see, if you want to be the top banana, you gotta start from the bottom. See you next year, Buttons.
Okay, I hope you get more money.
How about that? A nice round of applause for Buttons and Marge. You know, we all love the holidays, even the craziness of last-minute shopping, baking, and decorating. But it softens when we catch the scent of fresh and evergreen and hear a Christmas song. I mean, picture a sleigh with horses passing by a white farmhouse, and the windows all aglow with Christmas, and the family singing by the fireside, singing Christmas carols. Well, so why don't you join us now, together, as we get into the Christmas spirit and sing some Christmas carols.
Joy to the world. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Hark the herald. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, joy the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Oh, come, all ye faithful.
Everybody join in.
Joyful and triumphant, O coming to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, for the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
Thank you, everyone. I think that started us a little holiday spirit. Our next performance, The Honeymooners, has been a favorite TV show for countless people for over 50 years. The Honeymooners was first aired on a skit on Jackie Gleason's Cavalcade of Stars on October 5th, 1951 on the old Dumont Network. The classic 39 episodes are just as funny as today as they were 50 years ago. So join us now as we pay tribute to one of TV's greatest sitcoms that ever hit the tube. The Honeymooners, starring Marge Machay, Stras, and Ed Zajac.
Alice, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to drive that bus, Alice. You're not going to believe what happened to me today. If you live to be 100, you're not going to believe what happened to me today. I'm driving down State Street. I stop the bus, the people get on the bus. All of a sudden, this guy's waving his arms all over. I said, you have to wait. I have to stop the bus. You have to wait till I come to a stop. I can't stop the bus. And don't stop him. He's waving his hands, waving his hands.
Trixie. All she feeds me is steaks, lamb chops, and potholes. And no tuna fish.
There's nothing good about eating tuna fish 5 nights in a row.
Now, wait a minute there, Ralphie. If tuna fish eating 5 days a week isn't bad. With all them cats that you got out there, you don't have to worry about mice.
You are a mental case.
Ralphie, the reason I come down here is that I bought Trixie a Christmas gift.
Yeah?
And if I hide it upstairs, I know she's going to find it. But I'm bringing it down here. Do me a favor.
I'll hide it
and
for
will
you.
Hide it for me.
Sure. What did you get? What you got it?
I got her a bottle of perfume, and it cost me a good buck.
Yeah?
And
What's the name of this perfume?
Canal 5.
Canal 5. How does it smell?
Well, you lose your sense of smell. If you work in a store like I did, then you know you haven't got no smell.
You mean to tell me you paid big money for this if you don't know what it smells like?
That's right. Like I told you, I work in a store.
All right. I'll hide it for you.
Okay, Ralphie. I want to know, what did you buy for Alice for Christmas?
Gordon, she's gonna flip when she sees it. You know what I got her? I got her a vacuum cleaner.
A vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, it's got all the doohickeys, all the attachments. You know that it took me 2 weeks to save up $12. I bought it down at Morgan's department store. I went for 2 weeks without having an afternoon snack to buy that vacuum cleaner for her. It's got everything. It cleans the rugs, it cleans the drinks, it cleans the upholstery, and it cleans the dirt.
You know what, Ralphie boy? I think you better exchange that for another model.
Now, why would I do that? It's got all the attachments on it. It's got everything she needs.
In your apartment, you haven't got no curtains. You got no upholstery. You got no rugs. All you got is dust. Get out of here! Get out of here! Okay, Ralphie boy, before I leave, I want to tell you one thing. Please, don't put on any more weight, because if you put on any more weight, you'll never fit through that door. Get out of here! Okay, goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.
You know what, Alice? I was thinking. Maybe it isn't so bad to have tuna fish. I guess I could stand to lose a couple of pounds. And you know, around the holidays, well, you know what? The holiday time's a special time. It's nice to be with friends and nice to be coming home and seeing the lights that are green and red. And sometimes the snow comes down. And the best part about the holidays is that you got someone to go home to, someone to share it with, someone you're really nuts about. Baby, you're the greatest.
Well, how about that? Nice round of applause for the Honeymooners. Hey, but keep playing that part, you'll think that Dziegkowicz got reincarnated. Anyway, do the names Paul Winchell, Jimmy Nelson, Sherry Lewis, or Edgar Bergen ring a bell? Well, if they don't, I'm sure that you remember their sidekicks Jerry Mahoney, Danny O'Day, Lamb Chop, or Charlie McCarthy. The alter egos that were made of wood and cloth took on their own personalities when they appeared on TV and radio. Well, tonight we bring you one of Chicago's most popular ventriloquist acts. So please give a warm holiday welcome as we present Chuck Field and Company.
Good evening. Come on, people in the cheap seat. Uninterested people in the back. Everybody knows who they are. Hi, my name is Chuck. Just to get acquainted here on the count of 3, could everybody give me a nice, friendly, what's up, Chuck? You ready? I'm going to count to 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, now you know my name. I don't know your name, so when I count to 3, everybody kind of yell out your names. So I know who you are, and I'll try to remember each and every one of them, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. I heard their names. Very good. Some of the older people in the audience here. Well, my name is Chuck. I carry a suitcase. I'm a ventriloquist. How many people know what a ventriloquist is? Raise their hand. How many people know what a dummy is? Raise their hand. How many people are actually married to one? Raise their hand. How many of you have worked with one in your career? You have to shove them in a suitcase when you get sick of them. In my business, it's perfectly legal. But you know, a lot of people have told me that they grew up, they watched Paul Winchell and Edgar Bergen. They wanted to be a ventriloquist. So I'm just going to give you a quick lesson in ventriloquism. Can everybody say the vowels together? A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes Y. Thank you. There's one in every crowd. Now, can you put your teeth together and do that? That's what we in the business like to call a mass vowel movement. But well, everybody, we're going to do a few fun things here this evening. It's nice to be here, part of the Christmas Follies, one of the biggest things happening in Chicago tonight. And I'm going to bring this guy. I met this guy at Walmart. He was working as a greeter at Walmart. And before that, he was at Costco, Sam's Club. But before that, he used to be a doctor, a very, very fine doctor. And I invited him to be part of the show. So would everybody please put their hands together for my friend and make him feel welcome. This is one of the first times he's ever been in the Chicago Ridge area. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sal.
some young.
You gotta be embarrassed. I've known you for a long time. You know, not one mention of your wife.
You didn't know?
No, what?
You didn't know. 42 years. To cooking, to cleaning. May she rest in peace. As soon as possible.
So she's okay?
Yeah.
What, she
had plastic surgery.
Oh, I didn't know that. What, like a tummy tuck? Or a nose job? Liposuction?
No, I cut off her credit cards.
She's a shopper.
Yeah. She said, take me to Oak Brook. I need something big around the middle of my middle finger.
So you took her to Rogers and Holland Jewelers.
No, I took her to Krispy Kreme Donuts. I'm not a dummy, you know.
So?
Yeah.
So you've been married for a long time, and now people are probably wondering, I mentioned a little earlier that you're a doctor. What kind of a doctor are you?
I studied proctology. I studied gynecology.
What's that called?
Gyne.
Did you study under what? Did you study under anybody really big?
Yeah.
Who?
Shelby Winters, Jane Smith, and recently Roseanne Arnold.
So you're a doctor, but you do, like everyone else, you have hobbies.
Yeah.
What do you like to do?
I like music.
What kind of music do you like? Do you like polka?
I love polka. Hi guys, how you doing?
Okay, yeah. What do you specifically like?
I like hip hop.
You like hip hop. You're 82 years old. You like hip hop. You like rap music.
Yeah.
What do you call yourself?
The Fresh Prince of Berwyn.
Okay. So what do you need? Well, he's going to do some rapping, but we're going to give you some sunglasses here.
Sunglasses. Oh yeah.
Stare out there. Look at these people really good. Yeah. And what else? Let's see. I'll put them on too. There we go. We got the sunglasses.
You need them too.
I need them too. Okay. Here we go.
How do we look?
Oh yeah, we're like the Blues Brothers.
I need music like this.
Can we get some rap music there?
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay, we got a tape there, the official rap music of Dr. Sal. It's ready.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're going. How's it so far?
Oh, this is good. I feel like I'm on Carnival Cruise.
Which ship?
De-aggravation, perspiration, and a regurgitation.
If it's not working, we can do this a cappella. What do you think?
Yeah, like,
Here we go.
those are ours. My name is Sal. I'm a living duck.
He's really cool.
I shop at the Jewel.
My first name is Chuck.
You look like the duck.
My last name is Field.
I don't know what you look like.
He's a wild thing. Old married man.
A real honey.
A really good cook.
Geez, that's how much money.
At work, you're a genius.
And hold on the klutz.
We think you're amazing.
She thinks I'm nuts.
To everyone here,
I'm happy to meet.
to everyone here,
I didn't get to eat.
so kick it, Sal.
And kick it, Chuck.
We're having fun at the Follies,
And we wish you lots of luck.
yeah. Let's hear it for Sal. You gotta go in a suitcase.
I want to go. I have one question.
What?
Where's your other hand?
Oh, no, you're going.
Wearing a glove.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Well, what would you like to say to everybody before you go in your suitcase?
I'd like to say, Dolores, I love you, man.
Let's hear it for Sal. Are we having fun yet? I hear some younger people in the audience. Actually, I was kind of hoping we'd have. I'd like, let's see, I'm going to come into the audience. I'd like to get somebody to come out here and be one of my audience participants. Let's see, could you help me out? All right. We need to improve this act, and bringing you up here will improve it about 85%. We're going to move this right there. And if you step right here, we're going to make this good look. I want a really good-looking woman in the act. What's your name?
Kendall.
Everybody go, hello, Kendall! Make her feel really happy to be up here. Okay, Kendall, I'm going to teach you how to be a dummy, okay? When I count to 3, could you move your mouth too high like this? Look at the audience. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Not bad. Try it again. We'll give you a better voice. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi. How's she doing so far? How about hello like this? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello. She's good. How about everything I say you repeat by moving your mouth, Kendall, okay? Let's try this. Okay. Welcome to Chicago. Wait, you gotta hear it first. Otherwise, it's like Channel 44. Welcome to Chicago. Okay, let's try. Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Actually, welcome to Chicago Ridge.
Welcome to Chicago Ridge.
Welcome to the Glendora house.
Welcome to the Glendora house.
Welcome to the Stras Christmas Follies.
Welcome to the Stras Christmas Follies.
I'm Kendall.
I'm Kendall.
I'm Kendall.
I'm Kendall.
And I'll be your dummy.
You already are.
What?
You already are.
You gotta move your mouth. I'll be your dummy. Move your mouth. Okay. How's she doing so far? I just want to ask you a few questions. Let me hear you. Say hello, Kendall.
Hello, Kendall.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Your name, Kendall, is?
Okay.
Say Kendall.
Kendall.
And you're how old?
8.
Married?
No.
Any kid?
No.
Know what you want to be when you grow up?
No.
Me neither. Don't feel bad. One day you can become a ventriloquist also. Do you like to eat?
Yes.
Favorite thing to eat?
Steak.
Who makes the best steak?
My mother.
Who makes the worst steak?
My dad.
Finish this sentence. Every time I eat my dad's steak, I...
Throw up.
Every time I watch this ventriloquist act, I... You guys all know this. What is this? Okay, so you like steak. What don't you like? I'll name food and you tell me if you like it. Broccoli.
Like it.
Cauliflower.
Like it.
Liver.
Hate it.
Every time I eat, let's see, liver is very...
Disgusting.
This ventriloquist act is extremely...
Disgusting.
Thank you. Any hobby?
No.
Do you like being a dummy so far?
Yes.
Have you been one before?
No.
Okay. I have to get something out of the suitcase here. Okay. This is the official dummy master. And here's how it works. Here.
I'm Kendall. My name's Kendall. My name's Kendall.
Point to your mom.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mommy. Don't I look like Dad's side of the family now? I'm Kendall.
You got too much fingerprints in your hair there. Here's how I want you. Can you get your head going? You're gonna do something like Dr. Sal. Can you get your head like that? Can you get your arm like that? Just like that. Get your arm just like you could.
My name is Kendall, and I'm totally cool. I'm a dummy, and I'm totally real. I'm here at the Glendora house, and I'm here to say I wish I could be a dummy each and every day. It's the Kendall Show. Check it out now. Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it for Kendall! Are we having fun yet? All right, people like to ask me, Chuck, what do you like to do when you're not talking to dummies like Dr. Sal or Kendall? I like to draw, so I'm going to show you what I like to draw. And you're going to help me out. I brought my marker. Can everybody say marker? Okay, and I've got an eraser. Everybody go, eraser. You guys follow directions well. You must have gone to the Stras of direction following there. And I'm going to draw a picture. I have a drawing board here. I'm gonna draw a picture. Let's see if I got it right there. Let's see. I'm gonna draw a picture of Ziggy's grandfather, and he looks a little bit. You'll see, he's gonna look a little bit like Sal here. But as I draw the picture, I'm drawing a big, gigantic head. Can everybody go, big head? Okay. And a couple of really big eyes. And a big. Can everybody say schnozola? And a couple of really big. Can everyone say Ross Perot? And some glasses. Can everybody say little nino glasses? And some eyebrows and a little bit of hair. Not too much hair, because he's a member of what club, everyone? The hair club. Okay. And we have a mustache. And does he look like anyone maybe who's here this evening? I need a neck. I said, I need a neck. You need a neck. I need a neck. How are ya? You got a name? I just drew you. I drew you. I need a name. Art. My name's Art. Would everybody say hello, Art? Art. Take a look around. See where we are? State mental institution. No, take a look around. What do you see? TJ Maxx clothes. No. Let's see, what do you like to do? I like to hang around. What do you like? Art like music. Do you like music? Yeah. What kind of music do you like? Talking Heads. Okay. You're gonna sing us a song? And it goes like this. There's a story on a lovely lady. Yeah, da girls. All of them had hair of gold like their mother. The youngest one looked like a squirrel. Squirrel, yeah. Squirrel. Did you say a squirrel? I can't hear you. Did you say a squirrel? I can't hear you. Wait a minute, you can't hear me. What are you doing? Get rid of your hair. I'm telling. Who are you telling? Size early. Okay. Now get rid of your nose. You don't have a nose. Okay, get rid of the eye. Not the eyes. Get rid of the eyes here. I can't see. Who can't you see? Dolores. Okay. Get rid of your mouth. And who are you supposed to be now? Cindy Crawford. No.
Madonna?
No.
Abe Lincoln?
No. Any last words?
Yeah.
What?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Let's hear for Art, everybody. We have time for one more audience participation thing, but we need to move the show on. Well, I'd like to pick two people out of the audience real quick for this one. We're going to do a real thing. We got a quick song. I need two volunteers. Sir, could you help me out? Thank you. And could you help me out? Can anyone help me out? Come on up here. How about our Master of Ceremonies? Our Master of Ceremonies available? Carol? Could you help me? Okay. Oh no. Right here. Your name is? Max. Hello, everybody welcome Max. Let's hear it for Max. And our Mistress of Ceremony, is that correct? Carol. I feel like Bert Parks up here. Every time I squeeze your shoulder, open your mouth one time. You ready? Carol. If I squeeze your shoulder many times, open your mouth later many times. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Kendall, are you out there? Who's your favorite Rugrat? Tommy, okay, let's see. We got, this is for Carol. Carol. And who's your mother's favorite Rugrat? Chucky. No, that's me, I'm Chucky. See, how do they look, everybody? We're going to end our segment of the show by singing.
I want to sing a song. I want to sing a love song. I love songs.
I like to sing them here, there, and everywhere.
And this one's called Let Me Call You call you sweetheart.
Why are you turning red?
In love.
Show me a loving.
You.
Let's hear for Carol! The lovely and talented Max! How many people think you should wear this all year long? Let's hear for Kendall! My name is Chuck. If I see any of you anywhere, Merry Christmas, and make sure you come up to me and say, "What's up?" Thanks very much, everybody. You guys are great.
Let's hear it again for Chuck Field and Company. I want everybody to listen very closely as a well-known celebrity introduces our next performers.
We want to welcome, don't we? We do want to welcome.
Kiss, kiss and Christmas, a kiss, kiss, kiss and Christmas. No one will be missing.
Oh, Chicago, jak tam, stary, co ty robisz tam? Greetings from the Blue Velvet Theater here in Branson, Missouri. This is the Polish Prince, Bobby Vinton, wishing all of my friends in Chicago a very happy holiday and a healthy new year. Get ready to be entertained now as we turn the stage over to that 6-year-old holiday dynamo, Shelby. Here together with her daddy Keith as they perform their rendition of my big holiday hit, Santa Must Be Polish. Let's give them a big ho-ho!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Santa must be Polish, he's jolly as can be, riding in his sleigh with gifts for you and me. Hey, Santa must be Polish, he dresses in red and white. He's slipping down our chimney while you're asleep at night.
Wesoły świat Bożego Narodzenia, taki holidays to every one of you. Wesoły świat Bożego Narodzenia, you've been trying cheer to everyone each year.
Hey, Santa must be Polish, he's merry as can be, bringing lots of toys with gifts for you and me. One thing he's demanding and he wants it understood. He'll only bring Shelby presents if she is very good.
Wesoły świat Bożego Narodzenia means happy holidays to every one of you. Wesoły świat Bożego Narodzenia, you've been trying cheer to everyone each year.
How about a little Christmas polka, Shell?
Sure, why not?
Wesoły świat Bożego Narodzenia means happy holidays to every one of you. Wesoły świat Bożego Narodzenia, he's been joy and cheer to everyone each year.
Let's hear it for that dynamic duo, Shelby and Keith. We consider Christmas carols to be one of our most original and characteristic products of our culture, our life, and our soul. Now, during the holidays, Christmas carols can be heard everywhere. And since we are attached to them more than any other nation in the world, I'd like you to join us in singing some Polish kolędy.
Przywieźli do Betlejem pasterze, grając skoczne dzieciąteczko na lyże. Chwała na wysokości, a pokój na ziemi. Chwała na wysokości, a pokój na ziemi. Quickly on to Bethlehem the shepherds came, playing nicely on their lutes to bless his name. Glory to God on high, glory to God on high, peace to men, peace on earth. Glory to God on high, glory to God on high, peace to men, peace on earth.
Come on, everybody, join in.
Dzisiaj Betlejem wesoła godzina, że Panna czysta porodziła syna. Chrystus się rodzi, nas oswobodzi, anieli grają, króle witają, a zwierzę śpiewają, inne tak klękają, cuda ogłaszają. In Bethlehem, tidings ring triumphant. Sweet Virgin Mary, for the holy infant. Born is our Savior, born our Redeemer. Angels are playing, kings tributing. Shepherds all are singing, sheep and oxen clearing. Oh, what wonder each proclaiming. Uczmy wszyscy dostajeni do Jezusa i Panienki. Powitajmy maleńkiego i Marię Matkę Jego. Powitajmy maleńkiego i Marię Matkę Jego. To the stable hasten yonder to adore this holy wonder. Babe of heaven, like no other, Virgin Mary, sweetest mother. Babe of heaven, like no other, Virgin Mary, sweetest mother.
Thank you, everybody. I hope that got you into more of a Christmas spirit. Can't have Christmas without Polish kolędy. Charles Dickens believed that deep inside, even the most mean-spirited person has a glimmer of goodness. And so in the fall of 1843, he gave us a Christmas carol. That's me, I'm just teasing. A magical tale full of ghosts and good cheer. Dickens wanted to remind us that even for a crusty curmudgeon like Ebenezer Scrooge, it's never too late to change. And with the help of three ghosts, past, present, and yet to be, he spread love and goodwill and cherished the Christmas spirit. Now we visit Mabel, a poor widow, as she tries to pay her rent to nasty Mr. Scrooge.
Whatever did I do with that rent money? I can't find that rent money. And if I don't find that rent money, that nasty landlord is trying to Stras, he'll throw me out in the whole stall. Pardon, I heard knock on the door.
Mabel!
That's that nasty landlord Scrooge.
as well as everyone throughout the world. Those events will be forever embedded in our hearts of Americans, as well as everyone in the world. So now, we would like to pay tribute to the men and women of our armed forces.
Thank you, Carol. Before we start this portion of our program, if we can have the house lights up, the staff here at the Glendora, because I'd like to have, would all the veterans of World War II please stand? Can we have all the veterans from the Korean War please stand? All the veterans who were in the Vietnam conflict. All the people that served our country during peacetime. And all the widows and widowers of veterans, please stand also. It was the night before Christmas. He lived all alone in a one-bedroom house made of plaster and stone. He came down the chimney with presents to give and to see just who in this home did live. He looked all about, a strange sight did he see. No tinsel, no presents, not even a tree. No stockings by the mantle, just boots of all kinds. With medals and badges, a sobering thought came to the minds. But this was a different house. It was dark and dreary. It was a home of a soldier. Once I could sleep clearly. The soldier lay sleeping silent alone, curled up on the floor in this one-bedroom home. The face was so gentle, the room in such disorder, not how I pictured a U.S. States soldier. Who was the hero of whom I just read, curled up on a poncho, the floor for a bed? I realized that I saw the families this night owe their lives to all of you, the soldiers who were willing to fight. Soon round the world, children would play. Grown-ups would celebrate a bright Christmas day. But they all enjoyed freedom each month of the year because of all of you soldiers who are standing right here. I couldn't help but wonder how many lay alone on a cold Christmas, even in a land far from home. The very thought brought a tear to my eye, and I dropped to my knees, and I started to cry. The soldier awakened, and I heard a rough voice, "Santa, don't cry. This life is our choice. My life is my God, my country, my core." The soldier rolled over and drifted asleep. I couldn't control it. I started to weep. I didn't want to leave on a cold, dark night this guardian of honor so willing to fight. For these are the men and women that make America the greatest country in the world. Thank you to each and every one of you standing. God bless all of you. Thank you. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. turn the tide and calm an angry storm. He alone decides who writes a symphony. He lights every star that makes the darkness light. He keeps watch all through each cold and lonely night. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer. And although it makes him sad to see how we live our lives, he'll always say, I forgive. He is the real reason why we celebrate Christmas. Please remember him.
Though it makes him sad to see the way I live, he'll always say, I forgive. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your ship. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There you have it, this year's edition of the Christmas Follies. Well, what do you say we take a minute here to introduce some of the participants in this year's Folly? How about a nice round of applause for the president of the United Folk Association Hammond Chapter, Harold Dziegkowicz. My partner on radio, the lovely and talented Marge Machay from Bologna Banquets. Kmiec. Wally Fronczak. Josephine Machalica. Our stage manager, our set designer, and our Joseph tonight, Tony Crispo. Mr. Roy Fronczak. And this little dynamo at 84 years old, Rosie Sobanski. And Zajac from the Senior Folk Association. My wife Camille, and my lovely daughter Shelby. Let's also not forget Motyka on the violin, Motyka and the Goodtimes Orchestra. We thank all of you for joining us here. We hope you enjoyed our show this year. We want you to stick around because Dennis is going to be playing some of his fine polka music, and I might add this is going to be one of the last times that you're going to be able to hear Dennis because at the end of the year he's retiring. So we want you to stick around and enjoy the band's music. Thank you all. Have a happy and holly Merry Christmas. And where is Leon Kozicki? The big banana. My buddy Leon. A few short minutes, we'll get everything going for you. Thank you again.
About a 10-minute intermission here while we get the microphones all straightened out here and get ready for some dance music.